Welcome to the first ever IRL version of the We Know Ball College Football Podcast. Yeah. I am joined by my co-host today. I got Bryce, came a long way to get here.
Go Pokes.
Stiggs, as always.
That's a big Stig.
Big Stig right there. Adam.
Go Cats.
Today we are in the VIP lounge of our sponsor, Velocity Esports. Shout out to Velocity. They hooked us up.
Great pizza.
Great pizza. Great pizza. I want to introduce you guys to our brand new sponsor here with Family Ties, Velocity Esports. Velocity Esports is your ultimate destination for next level gaming and entertainment.
From a vast selection of arcade games,
State-of-the-art esports lounges.
Bowling.
They have a billiards lounge.
To exciting esports tournaments.
What are you doing on the map?
They also have amazing dining options alongside craft cocktails and mocktails. You can even rent this place out, whether it's for
birthday party, a corporate event, holiday celebration, or a full venue buyout.
They can do it.
Velocity Esports is where great games, experiences, and community come together.
Come check out Velocity Esports on the Levee, located in Newport, Kentucky.
next level gaming.
Where family meets fun.
Thank you, Velocity.
Thank you. Shout out that for you.
So today is our college football 2026 season prediction show. We will be going over conference by conference breakdowns, predictions, players to watch for, and more. Fasten your seatbelt and get ready for the show. So, fellas, we're here for the season predictions, so I can look back at it in 10 weeks and do trivia and say, who said this?
I'm looking forward to that. That was so much fun. That was my favorite show.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites as well.
Or who predicted the Heisman?
Who predicted that? Yeah, so let's get into that right now. We'll actually start out with our conference winners and our top 5 in each. So we'll go by each conference in the Power 4. We'll go each of our top 5 and who we think is going to win it. Some of us I put a game of the year and a dark horse. That's it. I didn't do anything other than that. But who wants to start? We'll go and start with the Big Ten. I'll start on the end here with Adam. Who are your top 5 in the conference, and who do you predict to win it?
All right, so my top 5, I had Oregon winning the conference, had Ohio State at number 2, and also playing in the conference championship game. Had Indiana 3, USC 4, and based off schedule alone, I had Penn State 5, just because I think they have enough talent and their schedule is not great at all. I also did put a sleeper team on here. I put Washington. It's like a sleeper. They have all the talent in the world. They just got win a big game, just like USC.
For that. We'll see.
I'll go next year. I got Oregon as the conference winner, number 1 in the conference. Followed up, I think in the Big Ten championship game, based off the schedule, I think they're going to play Penn State. I think Indiana and Ohio State could each slip up, and I think Penn State is going to be a little bit better than people think, regardless of the schedule, because they bring in Rocco Beck, one of your favorites.
If we have
Matt Campbell.
If we have to take out Rocco, that's my boy.
That's what I mean. So after Penn State, I followed it up with Ohio State, Indiana, and Michigan. Game of the year, I got Oregon at Ohio State for the conference, and my dark horse is reliable, 8-4 every year. I went with Iowa. Yeah, before you guys did. So that's what I went with.
All right, so double check mine real quick. Yep. All right, I got Ohio State, Oregon, conference championship. Ohio State winning. Indiana, USC. Not Washington.
Not Washington.
Definitely not Washington. No. I actually have Maryland written down, but I feel like that's a little too spicy.
I like it.
It's a little too spicy. I really do like him. That's why I have him. And they have a good linebacker. His last name's Edwards. I've been using him in NCAA. The game is good. But yeah, I'm gonna stick Maryland as my dark horse, and I'm gonna bump up Michigan. I think Michigan can sneak in there.
Yeah.
UW, not a dark horse.
Yeah, not a dark horse.
Not a dark horse.
Yeah, I think with Michigan, a lot of us I'm a pretty big fan of Whittingham, to be honest. I think they did pretty good at the end of the cycle for who they ended up getting with the Sherrod Mark controversy.
Well, he doesn't hate you guys either, so that's
It's
good.
true, yeah. Hopefully those comments come back to bite him. Bryce, what do you got?
I had Ohio State winning the conference against Penn State. I think Penn State's going to go undefeated. I think there's a real chance they go 12-0 and then lose to Ohio State championship game. Then I had Oregon, Indiana, and Michigan as the next 5. And I put I know it's not really a dark horse, but they're more of like a wild card team for me. But I had USC. Like I think USC is one of those teams where they can either be solid,
Valid.
they have a
So
chance to
valid.
win, or they could actually just go like 8-4 or 7-6. Like they can actually like just have a mid-season there.
Yeah. Did you have anything for your game of the year or anything like that?
No, I didn't end up doing
I
that.
did forget to mention that. I didn't write one down, but mine would have also been Oregon versus Ohio State, or Ohio State and
I forget
Indiana.
what week it is, but there's one week that's like has
November 7th.
yeah, the craziest week in like college football history.
And
So
I said
that week.
I sent Stiggs a video of guys talking about that is a 17-point Oregon Duck win. So we'll go on to the ACC next. Bryce, since we started over here, we'll start with you. Give us your top 5. Who you got winning it?
Top 5 in order. I had Miami winning against SMU, and then the rest of the teams, like, it's the ACC, so what are we doing here? Like, who are we thinking? I had Syracuse. I think they're actually legit. They could be a contender this year. Virginia and Pitt. That's how I rounded it out. And then a wild card team, I would say it'd be NC State. I feel like NC State has a chance to, like, actually...
CJ Bailey.
Yeah,
CJ
CJ
Bailey.
CJ Bailey
be a dog this year.
is
Like,
good.
he could be a legit threat.
Okay.
My ACC, same thing. First 2, Miami, SMU. I think SMU like could make the playoff.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if a second ACC team gets in there. I don't think a second Big 12 team will be there. But yeah, Miami, SMU, Louisville, Clemson. I don't know why I did this. I have no reason to put Clemson there, but like it feels wrong. It feels wrong not having it there. And then I feel more confident about this one sticking. Cal, 5th.
Okay.
That was...
Cal brought in a lot of trans. I mean, maybe Oregon bias, but like they had a good portal. They brought in like a bunch of different guys, Power 5 guys, not just G6 guys. So I think JKS and Tosh are going some moves.
For me, I kind of went a little bit different route. The ACC is so unpredictable. Duke won it at 7-5 last year. I do still have Miami winning as number 1. I think that's going to be unanimous with Mensa now. I got the ACC championship. I got them playing Virginia Tech. I think James Franklin can really
I love
turn
it.
them around.
I didn't know how quick he could do it, but like I flirted with putting them in the top 5.
That's where I was at. I actually think that they can be a sneaker team.
I almost put-
Sleeper team.
Sneaker.
I mixed them up. But yeah, so I got Virginia Tech as the 2, surprisingly. I put Louisville as the 3. They got a new quarterback.
Lincoln Keenholz.
Lincoln
Lefty.
Keenholz. Yeah, lefty. And then I had Clemson for some reason. Not really sure why. Again, it just feels
Dude,
like
I
that's
couldn't even
not
tell
right.
you like any players returning on Clemson. Like as bad as that is.
I trust Dabo to get a certain amount of wins each year. It feels. I don't know. The ACC is just a crapshoot. And then I had SMU and dark horse. I had Duke. I don't know why either. I guess the ACC is just hard. Game of the year within the conference. There's not really too many to knock the door down. I put Miami and Clemson.
Yeah.
Maybe. And Miami at Clemson. That's a tough environment.
I know if it shakes out, maybe that Louisville and SMU are playing for that 3rd spot. I'm pretty sure SMU goes to Louisville.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense too. Yeah. So what? Let's see if you're as hard headed on Clemson as we are. What do you got?
So I do have Miami winning, like all of you guys do. I have them playing Louisville in the conference championship. I mean, Jeff Brom, they've been hyping this dude up for years. And I feel like he's finally due to break through. I have SMU 3rd. I have Virginia 4th and Clemson 5th. I honestly was just, dude.
I feel like it's such a pretty different top 5 from each of us. Like we all had different teams.
Kind of like
up
you guys
on
were
them.
saying, it's such like a weird conference. I kind of just start. You start throwing teams, and I had Virginia Tech as my sleeper.
Yeah.
Cal was also not a bad shout.
It's a good show.
There's a team that none of us said that I don't know if we've just given up on them or don't have faith in them, but Florida State hasn't been mentioned. Like
Their schedule is
I know,
so
man.
brutal.
Schedule.
Do they play Alabama again week 0?
I know.
They do.
They play
It's
Bama,
how
I
many
think they
games,
play
but it's
week
like
2.
week- yeah,
I think it's at Bama too.
And I'm pretty sure. I think they might play SMU week 1.
Yeah, they play.
Yeah, no, they
Right
play them week
after
2.
that.
I
SMU
think they
week
play
2.
Miami as well.
They play at Miami, at Louisville, at Alabama.
Billy Napier gone by week like 6. If they could, if
As
they
far
could
as
afford it.
Travis coming back, I think he retired from football.
Poor Mike Norvell, man.
Let's move on here. We'll go to the big bad SEC. Stiggs, how about you start us off your top 5 and who's going to win it?
Texas, UGA. Texas breaks the UGA curse, gets it done. Sark. I'm believing in him for some dumbass reason. And then I got Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Bama, rounding out my top 5.
Okay, Adam, what do you got?
So I also have the same as you. Texas, Georgia with Texas winning. I had Bama at 3, Oklahoma at 4, and then I had Ole Miss at 5.
Okay.
With the sleeper team, I honestly thought about Kentucky. I went with South Carolina.
Okay. That
Just
is
because, again,
Real quick.
they still have Lenore Sellers. They still have Nick Harbor. Like, they still have talent.
Kenny Minchie apparently put CJ Carr for the starting job last year.
Like, they have I think they could. I mean, I don't know if they're going to break the ceiling and go, but I feel like they could make things interesting.
I didn't say a sleeper, but I got to shout out Mississippi State. Fluff,
yes.
Well, that's my dog. It's a power running back. It's a dog.
Dude, have you seen their schedule? No, it's Arkansas' schedule is brutal.
They're
Brutal.
So many ranked opponents.
So, you know those preseason rankings, man, they stick.
ESPN FPI, baby.
Strength of schedule.
In the SEC, just like y'all, I had Texas at 1 against Georgia in the SEC Conference Championship game.
Don't overthink it.
Yep. And then I had Ole Miss at 3, LSU at 4, and Bama at 5.
There it
There it is.
Yeah, LSU was gonna be in there.
LSU was the one I was like
So, who's your
kind of
dark
thinking
horse?
about, but
I really hate to say it, but I think it has to be OU. Yeah, like
I knew he was going to throw him in there.
they could be sneaky team. Like
They could be kind of like USC. I could see it like
Yeah.
a high ceiling but low floor as well.
Yeah.
Probably
It's-
won't
I
win.
really don't know how to gauge it, and I hope they fail. Honestly, like, I hope it's. But we'll see. We'll see how it ends up.
So for me, I actually have Georgia over Texas, and that's because of Sark not being able to get over the hump yet. This would be the year. There's no excuse not to do it. I think that until they do it, though, I just have to pick Georgia for myself. That's what I would say. Third, I got Ole Miss. I think Trinidad Chambliss is one of the best players in the country. 4, I put OU. I think Mateer's mechanics look a lot better in the offseason.
Let's fix that
Let's
onside
fix
motion
that,
a little
yeah.
bit.
After I got made fun of for a while about it, me and Stiggs were talking.
Start throwing quails.
In the rounded out, I got Texas A&M. I thought Marcel Reed.
Damn, we all just kind of did not mention Texas A&M at all. You're the only one
I got
that
that.
in the
Wow.
top 5.
They had a really good year last year.
They had a
They
good
did.
year, but they also had
Respect.
the easiest SEC schedule.
They
Like,
did, but that's why I got them 5th and not 2nd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. I like that, honestly. I maybe overlooked it.
Game of the year, I put actually everyone and their mom would probably pick Georgia and Bama. I'm actually going to go later in the year at Georgia at Ole Miss.
I think that's
I think it could be a really good game.
Dude, they had a great game last year.
Week 3, LSU at Ole Miss too.
That's gonna be exciting.
That was the legend of Trinidad Chambliss that won
That
Georgia
is.
the Ole Miss game. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
With A&M, I still think they're pretty solid. They were overhyped last year because of the schedule, but I still think they're a pretty good team.
Dude, yeah. Now that you're bringing that up, I like Mike Elko.
Yeah,
So I
Elko's
feel
good.
like he's kind of one of those dudes that's like your floor. You're gonna get like 8 wins out of it,
Yeah.
no matter what, just because they're gonna be tough and.
You know, I feel like breakers break. I feel like he's a breaker. Like honestly.
Okay.
Like,
What about Marcel Reed?
no, I'm not nearly as much with him. I think he can be a dog.
Did you say a breaker?
I think
Breakers
Mike
break?
Elko can be a breaker. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that bad? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like.
Oh.
That means
like,
you can't.
the
You have
one
no
good
ice.
team-
Breakers
yeah.
break.
The one good team that they played last year.
I'm sorry,
Texas.
bro.
I know you're gonna.
I've never
It's more of a
heard
cod term. Yeah,
Okay.
good.
I never heard that one before.
You're gonna hear it this week, though.
Well, then also they had a playoff game in their building and scored 3 points.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's like
the two legit teams that they played this year, or the last year, with the Texas and Miami, they both lost.
Yeah, they lost both, yeah.
And they didn't even really compete in those games.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they had the third one. They beat Notre Dame.
they did. And that was early in the year, and things change. Things change early in the season. Early season, late season, different games.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Let's go with the Big 12. Let's let our Big 12 companions go first. Bryce, why don't you start us out?
All right. Starting out, I had Texas Tech winning the conference against Houston. I had Houston at number 2. BYU at 3. Oklahoma State at 4, and Colorado at 5. Sleeper teams in the conference. there's a couple of different teams that I think could lock in. I think TCU would be sneaky. I also think Kansas State or Iowa State, even though Iowa State lost everybody, they also replaced a lot of talent, and they got a lot of guys, a lot of dudes in the transfer portal. So honestly, it's hard for me to pick a sleeper team because I feel like any team in the Big 12 can do something any year. Like
ACC, Big 12,
Yeah.
like after those like
Yeah.
top 3 teams, it's like
where
we're
they at?
all
What's gonna happen?
Adam, what do you got?
Kind of like you guys just alluded to, this conference after the top 3 is such a crapshoot. I have BYU winning the conference over Texas Tech. BYU's got to do it eventually, right? So I have them 1 and 2. Utah at 3, and then after that, I kind of was just put Arizona 4. I think they have Noah Fafita's back. I think they still got enough talent. Houston at 5. My sleeper team is Oklahoma State. Unfortunately. I also did put on the back here. I also had UC, but we don't have to talk about them. I did do
UC who?
You see who? Who you see? The Bearcats, you know. I have my game of the year. I actually did it for the Big 12, and it's not really
Texas Tech at UC.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that actually.
Nip at night.
I have Notre Dame at BYU.
I tried to keep mine in conference, but that
I couldn't really think of anything else, and like that game, like BYU is kind of like in the same, like they cannot, when they play a big team, they cannot get it done. Like that's their one chance. It's in their building, you know.
I think they might have a top 10 coach in college. I love
Take, yeah,
he's really good.
That was one of the coaches Oregon was after prior to hiring Dan Lanning.
Yeah, he's really good. For me, I'm going to go with Texas Tech. I still think their roster's a tier above kind of where everybody else is at, even with Hammond. I got them beating BYU. Following it up with Houston at 3rd, bruh. And then I got Oklahoma State 4. 5th, kind of a little bit of a surprise here. I put Arizona. There's always a team that I think in a lot of these conferences who you think are going to be lower end up being a little bit better. That's Arizona for me. Game of the year, I got Houston versus Tech. And then dark horse, I actually put West Virginia. Shout out Jonah. We got a second return of, what's his name? Their head coach came back. Rich Rod. Maybe, a little bit more in Morgantown. I got them as a dark horse, but that's kind of where I'm sitting at.
Will Cam Cook go for 100?
That is it. Will Cam Cook go for 100? I didn't put Utah on here because of they lost so much. I was kind of interested that you did. They do. Yeah. What was your reasoning? Is that why?
Yeah, and still like the talent in the mid to low tier of the Big 12 is so much weaker compared to the top, especially Texas Tech and BYU. And I think Utah is like kind of in their own like second tier, and then everybody else pretty much.
What you got? I got Houston, bro. I got Houston, bro, winning it. Houston, BYU 2nd.
Ooh, okay.
Texas Tech 3rd.
Okay.
Utah 4th. And then I do have K-State 5th, but I have Arizona State, K-State, and Oklahoma State in the same category where, like, their ceiling's good enough to win the conference, but, like, they could also win, like, 6 or 7 games.
6 or 7?
I have to do it, too. But, so, I feel like in the Big 12, like, those 3 through 8 teams, like if they get hot and everything goes right, like they could win the conference. Whereas in the ACC, I think those teams could be good, but I don't think they could actually like go win the conference.
Yeah, they're not
you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, like I feel like the Big 12, they kind of have like Texas Tech, Utah, everybody else has like could take them down on their day.
Yeah, because like Arizona State 2 years ago was projected at like the bottom of the conference,
and then it projected 6.
Like
they don't.
They won it.
The Big 12, they don't do the preseason predictions anymore because of that.
Yeah. What do you think about for the year? Because I noticed they were on your top 5. Is this a big jump for Avery Johnson?
I hope so. I thought it was going to be last year.
That's what I'm saying. Are you still in on that, or are you?
Honestly, like I kind of have to be at this point. Yeah, standing for a little bit.
In the first year of Colin Klein, I feel like that offense could be.
Are you out?
On
Avery Johnson, are you out?
Not necessarily. I think he still has a ton of potential, but he has a lot of drama off the field that he has to get worked out. Like
if it doesn't work out, maybe Head and Shoulders are good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. One team nobody really mentioned. I think they were pretty decent last year. Nobody was riding the Baylor Bears. They're done.
No, DJ Lagway. DJ Lagway could
They got DJ Lagway. That's what I was going to say.
stock has been down on that program that David ran in a while. So
I think
if anyone
their
brings it back, maybe it's DJ
I
Legler.
thought preseason last year they got a little bit of hype game one against Auburn going into it, and they failed.
I thought you did too.
Trigg was great last
Dude
year.
was trying to tell
Michael
us
Trigg
Jackson
was-
Arnold was slinging it that game.
He was
Remember?
though. No, he was leading. He was a dog that game.
Where's Jackson Arnold playing football at this year?
I don't know.
Let's see if he can sling it at
He's at
UNLV.
UNLV, yeah.
UNLV. That's it.
That's rough.
I'm going to talk about UNLV here in a minute. All right, so that's what we got for the conferences. Top 5 of each. Now we're going to do our playoff prediction. Each one of you guys got the 12 teams you predict to make the playoff.
I got
All right.
that on it too.
All right, so if you got in depth on it, let's start with you, Bryce.
All right. You guys want to start with? We all go with our number ones, or you want to go 1 through 12?
I ranked mine 1 through 12, but not really a seeding. I just kind of.
Yeah, I just wrote the teams down. I didn't have.
I wrote them in order based
Okay.
on how I think they would play out. I had number 1 Texas. I think they'd go 12-1. They're the SEC champ, and their only loss is to Oklahoma. At number 2, I had Ohio State. 12-1.
Trying to
Only
figure
lost
that out
to
in my
Texas?
head, but all right.
12-1. Their only loss is to Texas. They were also the Big Ten champ. Number 3, Texas Tech, 12-1. Their only loss is to Oklahoma State.
Whoa, okay.
Number 4, Miami, 12-1 from the ACC, and their only loss is to Notre Dame. At the 5th spot, I have Notre Dame 12-0, but since they're not in a conference, they have to be put in that 5th slot. At number 6, I had Penn State because I think they're going to go undefeated with their only loss to Ohio State in the conference championship game. Number 7, we had Georgia at 11-2 with a loss to Bama and Texas in the conference championship game. Number 8, we had Oregon 11-1 with their only loss to Ohio State. Number 9, we had Ole Miss 10-2 with a loss to Texas and Georgia. Number 10, we had Indiana 10-2 with a loss to Ohio State and Michigan. 11, we had Alabama 10-2 with a loss to LSU and Texas A&M.
Okay.
And then number 12, I had Houston 11-2 with a loss to Texas Tech twice.
I have a question. I thought that we still
You
you
have
had
to
to have a
have
G5 rep, right? G6 rep.
You don't have to. I thought it was a top 5. It's just the highest rated.
No, the G6, if
They get a
if
rep.
their highest rated conference champ gets in.
Oh, I thought because of what happened last year, they changed it to where it's just the highest rated conference champions.
They still have to get in though. They still have to
I actually don't even think they have to be a conference champ. It's just the highest
rated non-power
Oh,
4
really?
team.
I screwed up on that. We're gonna have to take out Houston.
You got Houston out, bro.
Yeah, Houston are gonna have to fall. That takes away one of my hot takes too,
Well,
man.
we'll get back in it. You can keep
Alright.
it for now. That's good. Let's go with the order. I'll go next, I guess. It's pretty similar. I got Oregon number 1 undefeated all season. Number 1 overall seed for the Ducks. I got 2 being Georgia.
Undefeated.
Undefeated. Best team in college football. Also, get into it a little bit more here in a second. I don't have it going the top 4 being all conference winners because I think they just have to be in, right?
Yeah. It's just,
Okay.
yeah.
I had Ohio State 3. I got Texas 4.
Notre Dame could get a bye. They don't have to.
Yeah, they changed that as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
then
Notre Dame's
would probably
undefeated.
be-
They'd probably jump up.
They would probably be number
Top
1.
4 seed
Yeah,
if they're
definitely.
undefeated.
I got Texas 4. I got Miami 5. I got Ole Miss 6. I got Indiana 7. I got Texas Tech 8. Ole Miss 9. I got Oklahoma 10. I got Penn State 11, which is crazy to say because their team is not.
Yeah.
And 12. I got Dan Mullen and UNLV being the highest rated G6.
Rebels.
Did you see his comments about Florida today? He said if the format was how it was when I was at Florida, we'd have a bunch of playoff appearances. But since I left, it looks like the state of the program is going to fall off a hill.
Legend.
Which
Legend
it's
for
true. And then they brought in
Petty.
Jackson Arnold as well. So
Still have 6th-year Justin Flo.
that is true. See, I thought UNLV was actually pretty solid last year, and they were running Alex Orgy out there. So
They still have him.
yeah, I just don't think he'll start. But that's what I got. What do you guys think?
Okay, Texas, 1 seed, Ohio State, 2 seed, Notre Dame, 3 seed, Georgia, 4 seed, Oregon, 5 seed, Miami, 6, Oklahoma, 7, Ole Miss, 8, Indiana, 9, Houston, 10. I have two teams written down, so I went back and forth on this one, but I think Penn State gets in. Even though, for whatever reason, I just realized I didn't have them in my conference rankings, so that doesn't make any sense at all. So going by my conference ranking, I have to have USC in there. But then I have Memphis as my.
They play each other. Maybe there's a tiebreaker.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be the whiteout.
That's sick. And I have Memphis as the G6 rank.
Oh, I like that. Good pick on Memphis. I do like that.
So I'll go in depth on Memphis.
Okay.
We'll talk about
Okay,
this.
so I guess I'm the only one that didn't put these in order. So I'll just kind of name off the teams I got. And I also realized I forgot one team. So, but I do have, this is just how I have it listed. Georgia, Oregon, Miami, BYU, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas. I'm taking out Texas Tech, put in Notre Dame. Kind of forgot about them. My hot take, I got Louisville. I have Louisville in the playoff. Bama, Oklahoma, and then I was telling Dave before we started, I have 3 teams for the group of 5 or the group of 6, whatever you want to call it. Memphis as well, Jacksonville State, or Western Michigan. I'm gonna go with Memphis. That Memphis, I don't know if you're gonna get into it at all, but week 0 could have a major impact.
So I want to hear your reasoning on Western Michigan, because Mac school is a pretty big jump for them.
I mean, they have. I use them in Dynasty a lot too. They have talent across the board. I think either them or Miami can make a run. Miami,
Ohio?
Yeah,
Really?
they've been
They
solid.
playing basketball still? I'm just kidding.
Just to get smoked, you know. But no, I mean, Miami's been consistent for like the last 15 plus years. Maybe they have enough talent now to make it all the way. I hope not, but we'll see.
Okay, so now we are going to pick our national championship game and the winner. Let's go start back with you.
So I have Oregon and then Addy against Miami. And I have Oregon winning it.
He looked
Early crystal is nasty.
Yeah, there you go.
He just did the dog meme when the eyes closed.
They've hit you with this.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking the speed meme where he's trying
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that.
I'm going with Oregon winning the Natty as well. I got Oregon over Georgia, though. I think that it's a lot harder for me to fall off on Kirby as they are. Georgia's still a pretty good team, so I think they might get a run or something. But I think Oregon is the best team in the Big Ten and in college football, and I think they get it done and become the 4th Big Ten team, different Big Ten team in a row to win a Natty.
Jinx, reverse jinx. Can't pick Oregon. I wasn't picking Oregon. I have a rematch in the Natty, Texas versus Ohio State. I have Ohio State winning the first one. I have Texas winning the rematch.
I'd rather win that
Ohio,
one.
the Texas National Championship. I can't believe I'm buying into the hype. I know this is going to bite me. I just know it.
That's crazy. I also have Texas in the championship game against Notre Dame, and I think Notre Dame's gonna win. Like Notre Dame last year,
I like it.
I feel like if they would have gotten the playoff, they were just a different team at the end of the year, and they could have got in. I think they could have made a solid run. This year, they lost both running backs, but they're returning a lot of players, a lot of talent. CJ Carr is an actual dog. I think they can actually make, like their defense, they're solid. I think I'm taking Notre Dame over Texas in the national championship game.
I love Freeman too. I think everybody here loves Freeman all
I feel like that's a matchup we don't see very much either.
Notre Dame and Texas, that'd be
like,
great.
that's a good
I do like
program
that.
mashup.
And before we move on to the next part for everybody, it's now time for Stig's Go to the Group prediction of the year. Stiggs, what do you got for us?
Okay, so I'll start out with just a couple of teams that I like. I'm shouting out UNLV, Boise State, JMU. I don't really have a too deep breakdown, but they kind of all speak for themselves. Boise State and JMU, at least, like Boise State represented them 2 years ago, JMU this year. UNLV's a hot, very hot take, hot team. They have like Jackson Arnold, Justin Flo, Alex Orgy, Dan Mullen. The real team, I wanted to go deep on Memphis. I really like Memphis because, one, they have a bigger budget than everybody else. Does anyone know why they have a bigger budget? They have FedEx.
I'm gonna say yeah.
really?
They have FedEx. So they got FedEx money. Their budget is substantially higher than all the G6 teams. Aaron Nolan is the high-profile name that got brought in, former OSU quarterback. But I got another good story. You guys remember Marcus Stokes? Name ring a bell?
Does a little bit.
So he was a 4-star recruit, been playing at West Florida the last 3 years. He had a scholarship to Florida, committed. They said the N-word on Snapchat, singing a song.
Oh yeah,
that
I do
guy. Yeah,
remember
that
that.
He got a scholarship with Vogue.
He's at Memphis.
And he played the last 3 years at West Florida, D2, balling. I think he won the D2 Heisman one of the years, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I know he did really good. He's at Memphis, and it was expected that Aaron Nolan was just going to win the job. Apparently, it's a competition. I haven't checked recently. But just keep an eye on it. Marcus Stokes, if you hear the name, you heard it here first. New Mexico, they returned 14 out of 22 of their starters from last year. They were 9-3 last year, and their first-year head coach, Jason Eck, if you remember that name, it's because he was the Idaho Vandals head coach when they almost beat Oregon. They kept it
years ago,
They
yeah.
kept it very close to the Oregon team that went undefeated, just like Boise State did. So he's just a good, hard-nosed head coach. I remember, he was very emotional. USF, very interested to see what Hartline does. He's going to
that
have
is true.
good recruiting bed, but he did lose a lot of talent, so he's not going to be able to replace anything this year.
Yeah.
Lastly, Hawaii. You gotta know how to shout out Hawaii. Small boy, Micah Alihado.
Yeah.
Gonna start off my G5. Go to the players I want to shout out. Micah Alihado. He's their quarterback, lefty. Timmy Chang, gunslinger. Timmy Chang's the head coach. He used to play there as a quarterback. But just air raid, 5 wide, run that shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna be throwing it to Kafele Ashlock. And both have stars in CFB 27, so I know they're real. Also, just a couple other offensive players. I didn't really dive into the defense too heavily. William Henderson, he went for 1,800 yards last year for UTSA. UTSA is also kind of getting a sleeper team buzz. DeAndre Johnson, Jacksonville State. I'm glad you brought them up. You know about this guy?
A little bit, yeah.
He's 6'7", 220 pounds. No, I'm sorry, 6'8". 6'8", 220. He was all conference last year. I'm sorry, all conference honorable mention. So he could have a big impact for them this year. And then quickly, I just want to run through my conference predictions. The American, I got Navy. I'm taking the American. They're always really good. They kind of had a tough year last year with injuries. North Texas has no one. They're all
You're
sorry.
welcome.
I don't know about
They kind of
that.
had a rough year last year. I'm just thinking about how their year ended.
Looked pretty good against the old UC down there.
The MAC, I got Miami repeating just because their continuity with their head coach. He's been there 13 years. Adam kind of shouted it out earlier. I do want to shout out. I have his name here. No, I didn't have his name, but this running back from Monmouth that went for $2K at Monmouth transferred to Miami. So just keep an eye out for that. I forgot to get his name. I was in a rush getting it. So new Pac-12.
Oh yeah.
Totally new. It's all the state schools: Boise State, San Diego State, all these other
State,
Fresno State. I'm sticking with Boise State. I'm not very confident, just because I don't know. Maddox Madsen, their quarterback, he's back. He's okay. Dylan Riley, he's really good, but I just don't know how they're going to view the Pac-12. And I'm just not really sure how it's going to shake out in that conference.
It's not the old Pac-12.
Definitely not the old Pac-12.
We'll be watching it after dark. Too.
I'll still watch it after dark. I don't care if it's midnight. I'll still be there. Sun Belt, I want to pick JMU just because Billy Napier is a proven head coach. But I think they had 41 transfers. They lost a lot of their best players. So I'm not so sure on the instant turnaround for Mr. Billy Napier. So I can't pick him quite yet. Some teams to watch: Old Dominion, Troy. Those are popular picks that I've seen. But I'm going Marshall. I'm a little sleeper
Marshall.
pick.
Yeah.
Carlos Del Rio Wilson, one of my favorite quarterbacks, dual threat. I think it's going to get it done for Marshall. Here's the stat: 2 quarterbacks returned to FBS to throw for 2,000 yards, complete 65% of their passes, and rush for 600 yards. Carlos Del Rio Wilson is one. Can you guys name the other?
What were the stats again? I'll hear that.
It's 2,000 passing, complete 65% of those passes with 600 rushing yards.
600 rushing yards.
It's not. He's not. He's not much of a runner.
Oh, really?
Is CJ Bailey with that on?
It's not. Transferred from. I can't get the school right. He followed his head coach.
Yeah, is it Drew Westbrook?
Is it Rocco?
That was a good shot. That was a good shot.
Byron Brown.
That was my next one.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, he ended up leaving South Florida.
yeah, he's at Auburn.
Auburn, yeah.
Conference USA. I'm going with the Kennesaw State repeat. Hootie Hoo.
Yeah.
They return a bunch of production. Curious to see they do lose their QB to Stanford or Syracuse. I'm glad you shouted that out because Syracuse, they might make a little run. I don't know if I like Fran Brown or not, but like he's got some moxie. They're gonna play. They're better. They play better than they normally do. So. I did also consider Western Kentucky and Liberty. They have a decent amount. Liberty's always kind of a team they fell off last year, but you always think of Liberty when you think
They had like
Conference
Malik
USA.
Willis was their relevancy, right?
Yeah, Hayden Salter was
yeah.
for like a year.
So Mountain West is kind of like wild card for me. They lost Boise State, lost San Diego State, lost Fresno State. Replaced them with UTEP, North Dakota State, and Northern Illinois. That being said, I'm picking Air Force.
Okay.
I like Air Force. They bring back Liam Sarka, and they have a running back / fullback, Rocco Conti. Dude, he's number 44. That's kind of all you need to know.
Air Force number 44.
Yeah, like he's number 44. I'm like, I respect it, but like, who else? All those teams that I listed, that's no Hawaii, no New Mexico, no new UNLV. They're still all in that conference. Like that conference could be very sneaky. So I'm excited to see what all comes from the G6 this year.
What are your thoughts about their first year at Bish with North Dakota State?
I almost picked them to win the conference.
Really? Okay.
They are good, man. People are gonna go to that. Like I think they have a weird stadium. Don't they not? Am I
The Fargo Dome.
Yeah. They got it's like a weird little environment. Like, and they've been beating D1 teams already. Like
We're playing them
years
tight,
prior.
yeah.
They,
Yeah.
you know, Carson Wentz, Trey Lance. Who was the? Is there another one I'm missing?
Those are the
I think those are the main two.
I feel like they had
Another quarterback.
I think they had an offensive lineman that went like the first round.
Quinn Miners is the offensive lineman from there that's playing for Denver.
Yeah.
Am I making this up? Didn't they have, was it Cody Mock? Was he?
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah,
from there as well?
yeah. And then I thought they had someone that's on the Seahawks.
They had a big
Oh. Gray Zabel. That's who it is. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
right?
first round.
How
yeah.
many listeners could have just pulled that many North Dakota State players right
That's
there?
what I'm saying.
That's why we're on the We Know Ball college football.
I only knew that because he was a pick after Shamar Stewart. Anyway, that's a different topic. One question I did have about a team. You have any thoughts about Delaware?
I do. I'm glad you
I
brought
was
them
kind
up.
of curious that you didn't bring them up at all.
They both had success. I almost their quarterback, Nick Minicucci.
Yeah.
That's no look at the phone. That's off the dome. Just
Oh, he's
so
a
you
dog,
know,
yeah.
Nick Minicucci's a dog, bro.
Minicucci, that's
And so it's funny that the two new teams were the Owls and the Hens last year. So just some weird ass birds, you know.
And then there's Missouri State too.
Yeah.
I think they're decent still, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're as good as like
Delaware.
Kennesaw. Like
Yeah.
they're not. I don't think they're gonna come out and win the conference this
Right.
year. But they're fun. They'll be fun.
Yeah.
There's another team that came in this year. I can't remember.
Sacramento State, they joined the MAC.
I think they could have a good impact early as well.
that's just
They,
so
they have
weird
a
to me.
talented team.
Who was your pick to win there?
It was Miami.
Miami, okay.
I did have Western Michigan considered, but I had Miami.
I think Akron gets a new offensive coordinator after week 1, and they run
Play
the table.
one.
Play
They're
one.
gonna have to play one after the pick six.
All the memes about them being cool. It's like me staring down the head coach after the first play drive scores and they don't score 3 quarters later.
Right, yeah. It's the dude. It's the UConn basketball coach.
Dan Early doing it. Yeah, that's exactly what. So we'll stay with players here. Let's go on with Heisman finalists and winner. Bryce, why don't you start us out?
I listed 5 players total. I could have done 10, honestly. I think there's that many players, but my 5 I had was in order. I had CJ Carr winning the Heisman, Julian Sayin, Drew Messmaker, Jeremiah Smith, and Arch Manning. I think those are the top 5.
2 Ohio State players.
Yes. I mean, I think that's happened before.
I mean, Jeremiah Smith is going to automatically be up there.
Yeah.
He's never won a Blitnikoff.
Which is
But-
insane.
Insanity.
I think, like,
Jalen Hyatt did that.
Ohio State can have a crazy
Over Marv.
Yeah. It could be a crazy year, and especially if their only loss is to Texas early in the season, and they end up winning the conference, it'll be because of those 2 players. Like that, they would be leading the country. And pretty much dominating whoever they play. I think it could actually be a legit case. But I think Arch could also be there. I think he could go to New York. I think he has a legitimate argument. If Texas is who I think they could be this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, we bought him the hype, so I mean.
That's why I'm like trying not to like go full on, but I mean I have it in my phone, so.
Yeah. So, Stig, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. In order, if we want to do in order, I'll do reverse order.
Oh, I like that.
So 5, Kwan Lacey.
Okay.
Not a bad show.
Okay.
Shout out Kwan Lacey. I know Trinidad's going to get the love, but I think if they're going to have success, they're going to have to run the damn ball.
That's true.
And I think Kwan can't run and catch. So I think I also have Darian Mensah, number 4. I have Gunnar Stockton, number 3. He finished like number 7, I believe, in voting last year.
Yeah, he did.
And I want to shout out J.D. Piquet. I don't know if you guys have
Yeah, I know
him
J.D.
on
Piquet on 3 Sports. Yeah.
So J.D. Piquet, he said this thing about Gunnar, and I really relate to it. Gunner's not a first-round NFL prospect. Doesn't have the biggest arm, but it's like, hey Gunner, I need you to throw for 300 a day. He said, okay, I can do that. Hey Gunner, you're just going to hand it off 30 times today and keep it safe. Don't turn it over. Okay, I can do that. He's whatever you need him to be, and he's not the first-year quarterback that got thrown into the playoff game in the injury anymore. And I think that you might need to put a little more respect on Gunner. And I just watched Spider-Man, so with
Me too. Fire.
great power, great responsibility.
I like that.
But not necessarily great power, but like more time in that system. It's his second year as a starter, full time. Like you're going to get more responsibility. You're going to get asked to do more. I think he's going to show a little bit more. It's an awful lot for the 3rd place in the Heisman. But
No, it's good.
second, I have Arch. I think Arch is going to live up to the hype, and I think he's going to have a really good year. I think Texas is going to win the Natty.
Yeah.
But I got JJ winning the Heisman.
Really?
I think Ohio State is going to have to rely on the run game a lot more, and I think that's going to play into Jeremiah Smith's favor, oddly enough, because I think they're going to have to compensate for Bo Jackson, and I think they're going to be able to just toss it up to him. And I think new offensive coordinator Arthur Smith is going to be a little more because I mean he kind of had a receiver like that in AJ Brown. He was on the Titans, and he would let Marcus chuck it up both ways. So Julian Sainz got a better arm than Marcus, so he can fire that up.
I think we're both a little bit lower on our own personal quarterbacks than what seems to be around it.
I didn't hear Dante Moore out of this guy.
For me, I got Dante Moore winning the Heisman this year.
Dante Moore out of this guy.
In reverse order, I'm going to go with CJ Carr 5. I think, unfortunately, this has become truly a quarterback award. So that's where I'm going to go. I got Arch on the list here. I got Trinidad Chambliss on the list. I think he was kind of flying a little bit under the radar here. I got Dante Moore winning it. Like I said, I think Oregon's going to run the table this year. So I thought Dante was really well.
Dude, man, I hope that happens.
I thought he was really good last year for the majority of the year. He had some moments where you watch some of the film and he was making NFL throws on tight pockets.
We'll deny you there versus Rutgers.
Yeah. Hey, I had Sayin last on this list because of the exact same thing. Those two are pretty similar to me, but I think Dante's a little bit better, and I think that Dante will show up in big moments this year. So that's where I'm going to go with him doing the Heisman.
Okay, so I have 8 people on here.
Oh my God.
I'll do my honor. I have 2 honorable mentions, 2 sleepers, so I'll just do my first 4.
I respect it. I'll be
So
on that.
I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I put Arch Manning winning the Heisman.
It's not a bad shout.
I mean, he's got to do it eventually.
He got
right?
overhated last year.
Yeah, I agree.
I have CJ Carr 2. I do have Jeremiah Smith 3, just because it's Jeremiah Smith.
You didn't have Jeremiah Smith at all, did you?
I did not.
And like, he lost Carnell next to him, but Chris Henry Jr. is probably going to be just as good, if not even better than Carnell. So I mean,
I'll tell you what, I'm done waiting on Brandon Ennis.
Facts.
If it hasn't happened by now.
I don't think he's going to get as much playing time as people think because the UTSA transfers might be in the slot. What's his name? McQueen.
He's good.
Yeah, he's very fast. Go ahead.
I have Dante Moore at 4. My 2 honorable mentions are Darian Mensah and Julian Sayin. And then I have 2 sleepers, and obviously these completely depend on how their seasons go. I have JKS from Cal as one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And then kind of just spitballing Jaden Mayava. If USC can win a big game and they're in contention, I think he could easily be up there as well.
Yeah, Jaden Mayava, he was pretty solid last year. He's getting a lot of love in the offseason as well. What was interesting to me, no one brought up, what's his name? Lane Kiffin's quarterback.
Sam
Sam
Levitt.
Levitt. I've been seeing a lot of national media. A lot of national media has been high on.
I remember you loved Sam Levitt last year, so him going to LSU, I know you were just like, oh.
I think LSU, their schedule is they're gonna have a rough schedule, and
They do have.
I don't know how he's going to perform under pressure. Like I think he's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's the quarterback people are making out of me. That's how I feel about Brendan Sorby as well. Like I think they're good quarterbacks. I don't think they're great quarterbacks.
He's also coming off a pretty significant injury.
Yeah.
Like I know I think he's healthy now and been in training camp, but it's a pretty big injury.
Yeah.
He's doing a significant step up in talent. I mean, the Big 12 is talented, don't get me wrong, but going to the SEC, it's up here.
Speaking of transfer out of the Big 12, this isn't Barstool, but they're very high on Josh Hoover going to Indiana
So
from TCU.
it's a good systematic fit because they run a lot of RPOs. You know who ran the most RPOs? Indiana. You know who ran the second most RPOs?
TCU.
Signetti said, yoink, let me have that.
And he was pretty good last year. We've talked
He
about
was.
him on the podcast.
He did have a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
I want to say like 12 total turnovers or something like that. But he's a good quarterback. He's got a big arm, and if anyone can fix a quarterback,
That's crazy.
I'm done downing Signetti, bro. Like,
Yeah, I did it too many times.
real quick, you said your dark horse Heisman. Do you guys have dark horse Heismans?
Caleb Hawkins.
This is where I made my.
JC French.
This is where I made my name last year.
Yeah, he did predict Mendoza before the season last year.
Bear Bachmeyer.
Okay,
Wow.
I like that.
I got a type of quarterback.
Yeah.
It's a Haynes King, Bear Bachmeyer.
Yeah. Rocco Bet.
Rocco
You like it?
Bet,
There's
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
Do you have a dark horse?
Outside, like I said,
That Caleb Hawkins sound was serious.
yeah, it was.
I'm about to say, I know he just blurted it out, but
Our history, we've never really produced good quarterbacks, but running backs, we've produced a lot of great running backs, and that's always been our serious contender, especially over the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
All the Heisman candidates we produce are that's big out votes have been running backs outside of Justin Blackman. But as far as dark horse goes,
You're not going to Levitt?
no, I can't see it. I wouldn't consider Trinidad a dark horse. I didn't have him on my list, but I think he's a serious contender. He's definitely somebody I would put up there. That's really it. Though.
I have a dark horse that I didn't put on here. And you're going to hate it. I actually have John Mateer as a dark horse.
it's not bad.
And it is it can happen. But.
I think that he actually showed some glimpses last year. After week 3, he was in the top of the Heisman race. But dark horse for a reason, not favorite.
Yeah.
But I think that he could be a sleeper.
There is one more guy I wanted to mention that since you brought up BYU, if he has an insane year, LJ Martin could be up there as well. That dude is insane.
He has the platinum trucks.
Literally, yeah.
We were talking about it off camera because we were both at the UC BYU game.
He just
I went
ran
with my
right
sister.
through him.
Dude, he was just so big. I think Corleone's the only one on the defense that was bigger than him.
That's true. So next, I got 3 bold takes for the season. I didn't know that Bryce already started this segment with his last answer, but I'm just kidding. About the Caleb Hawkins stuff. But no, what do you want to start us off here, Bryce?
Yeah.
3 bold takes for the season.
Apparently-
I put mine in order.
Apparently, he lost the bold take in the playoffs.
So my first bold take I had was the Big 12 would be a 2-bid conference. That
Okay.
was the first bold take I had. And you started saying, I don't think the Big 12 is going to be a 2-bid conference. That's how we started the podcast.
Are these in order?
Yes, these are
Okay.
in order. Number 2 is that I had Texas is going to look like the #1 team in the country for most of the season. I genuinely think they're going to look great. Maybe I'm wrong. Honestly, if I'm wrong, I kind of laugh. I find it kind of funny just because Texas is Texas at that point. Number 3, I have Indiana's going to win a playoff game again this year. They're not going to just make it. They're going to win a playoff game. They're going to advance. And I think that's it may not be bold to some people, but I think the fact that all the players that they lost, and all the players, yeah, it would actually be a crazy.
I just can't
stretch.
doubt Sig and he's good. I can't do it.
I don't. Everything that they've done since Signetti got there, it's actually crazy. It's unbelievable.
People don't realize how, or people aren't remembering how low on the poll Indiana was.
Yeah.
They were bottom of all of college football.
It's
terrible,
actually
terrible.
crazy.
That's like Purdue winning it all next year.
I feel like he's doing dealing with unforeseen circumstances because he's probably got like some 27-year-olds on his team that have like 4 kids. So it's just kind of crazy to deal with. But yeah, no,
Speaking
he's
of
doing
Purdue,
well.
we talked about it off camera, but the comments made by the AD today.
It's actually a thing.
If you want to win a national championship, you go to Purdue. You don't go to Indiana.
Yeah.
Hey, Purdue's got a running back. His last name's Maccabee. He's really good.
I have one more. This is definitely a biased take, 100%. Oklahoma State's going to be competing for a playoff spot towards the end of the season.
Okay.
I think that's a real chance.
I don't hate that. I really don't.
I think that's a real chance.
Even if they lose to Oregon, as long as they play them good,
I know.
it doesn't really
And
matter.
even if they like lose to them,
I just
like,
got flashbacks to last year.
right. So actually, hold on,
One score game going in the fourth quarter. It's going to be
Lost by 60.
I the spread on this game last year. The spread going into that game was 28.5.
I thought it was like 32.
Maybe back here.
You took
but
them
it's
to cover
28.5. I
confidently.
did. This year it's only 17.5. That is improvement. Like, that's actually
That is
improvement.
improvement. I remember thinking back
Confidently
last
taking that
year.
now?
Yeah.
They're taking 17.
Going in the college football chat, Bryce was going on and on about how are we not getting a primetime slot for this game? Like,
Yeah.
I remember.
No, it's like if that game was played at night, if we played Oregon at night at home, I feel way different about this game. Instead, we're playing at 11 in the morning, bro. It is not going to go great.
10 a.m. for Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still like.
What do you got, Sticks?
I got Texas Tech doesn't make the Big 12 title game.
That's
That's yeah.
Not just the playoff. They don't make the
Yeah.
title game. I got LSU doesn't make the playoff, but I feel like that's not very bold.
I don't
So I'm
know,
gonna say
maybe.
LSU.
I don't have them either.
I'm gonna say LSU only wins 8 games.
Okay.
That's bold.
Everyone says that like they might not make the playoff, but like 9-3 is enough to see. But I'll say 8 games.
Okay.
Lane Kiffin here, and then Ohio State wins the Big Ten title for the first time since 2020. I don't know. It's not really bold because it's Ohio State, but I mean, you guys haven't won the Big Ten title since 2020, so like,
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
it's
what I
time
mean.
to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go with my 3 here. 2 out of 3 or 2.5 for Big Ten, whatever. I got Ohio State goes under for the first time in 14 years. So their win total is sitting at 9.5. I think they finished 9-3 this year.
Oh wow.
Their schedule
What
is
losses?
brutal. I think they lose at Texas. I think they lose at home to Oregon. And then I think there's a chance that they lose at Indiana or at USC or anything but the last week, please. That's it as the last one. But I think there's a possibility. And that's more of a question mark. It's more of a question mark on the replacements. I'm not as worried about the offense as I am the defense. You're replacing 2 linebackers that went in the top 10 of the draft and Caleb Downs. A lot of question marks for that.
4 first-round picks.
So it's just, that's kind of where I'm at with that. I got Northwestern and Maryland finishing the top half of the Big Ten.
We're not going to give up on Maryland.
No, we're not.
We're never gonna give up
This
on
is the
Maryland.
week Malik Washington and Maryland don't blow a lead.
Yeah.
They led in like 7 games last year that they lost.
That's crazy.
It was them and NC State, but this year is.
I'm going with Northwestern because Chip Kelly is their offensive coordinator this year. Some people are calling it kind of the fall from grace, but I don't know. Uniquely, I think they're going to take a step in the right direction. And by top half, I mean just somewhere in the top half. It might be 9, but it'll be in there. And my hottest take is before the season ends, Lincoln Riley and Kalen DeBoer both get fired.
Ooh. They just signed. They just re-signed Caleb.
I know.
That's great. So
I think Bama might nose
I
down.
had a different coach. You kind of had one of mine. I had Dabo.
Bama might die at Clemson on the
I
field.
feel that too, but like at some
Before
point,
he would leave. That's what I'm saying.
I
Before
feel
he
like
would
me and Dabo back-to-back years would be like catastrophic
like
pillars
at
falling
some
from
point-
college football.
last year too.
Dude,
And
yeah.
Saban had it before, dude. It's just,
Oh my God, the
I
pillars.
just feel like though, because at some point Clemson's gonna start winning again, and if he can't adapt to modern football, or like the NIL and the transfer portal and everything, like then
The way I hear the podcast talk about Clemson, it's like what Dabo has done for that program. Like they just let him do whatever he wants, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll give you the money. Like you'll figure it out."
They haven't
So, like,
done anything
He's
in
got free reign still.
they haven't done
Trevor
anything in
Lawrence
6 seasons. They have not. They've not won a playoff game. They made the playoff once, lost by 2 touchdowns.
To Arizona State too, wasn't it?
just the
Oh, it was
Texas.
Texas.
And they weren't even. Yeah. That was my one of my bold takes. The second one was Louisville making the playoff. And I can't.
That's pretty bold. I'm not gonna lie.
My third one is kind of like a biased one. It's kind of the same thing with the coach. I think Satterfield gets fired midway through the year too.
I don't really know if that's bold.
It kind of no. So here's
Does he
the
last
reason.
longer than Luke Fickle?
Ooh.
Yes.
Fickle just got extended, but I don't think that saves something.
No.
Time extended.
Time extended. That's what I was
I just
thinking.
think of Satterfield because like they can start out 3-0. I think all 3 games, Miami, Western Carolina, and Boston College, are all winnable. If you don't win one of them, then there's a question mark right there. I just think the middle part of the year, they might get destroyed by Texas Tech and Utah. I mean, he's already on the hot, or at least he should be on the hot seat. And I don't know.
You better, I was gonna say, but
And I don't know if John Cunningham has the balls to do it, but if they're like 2-5, 1-6, you should let him go. I think that's my whole take. He gets
so you
fired
think
too.
they dropped down to that 2, 5, 1, 6?
I can
If you're
see it.
thinking he's getting fired, I'm guessing that's kind of what.
I'm not a very high believer in J.C. French. All of you guys know this. He gets apparently a breakout candidate. I don't see it personally. I don't know if the offensive weapons around him are good either. Honestly, and then our top safety is also got carted off the field today. Ty Goodwill.
I thought Antoine Peterson.
And he's like the Joker role, like he's a linebacker and safety. The defense, that's always been the biggest problem the last 3 years. They've been getting literally ran through. I don't know if the talent's good enough still. It's like a wait and see till you're on the field against.
I wonder if Charlotte needs a football coach too.
More
That's the
fired up.
best decision he's ever.
He's more fired up than he's ever been to be in Charlotte.
So I think those are pretty bold. Maybe we'll look back at the end of the year, but maybe a couple of them hit. The majority of them probably are going to miss. But
Probably going to be in the dud reel.
what idiot said Maryland's going to finish in the top?
Well, I had one
Did I
bad.
predict Iowa State or Kansas State to win the Big 12 last year? I predicted both
Iowa
of them.
State.
I'm about to say both just dog shit.
Do you guys believe in the Ireland curse? Because the teams who have played in Ireland the last few years, specifically whoever loses, it's like falls off a cliff for the rest of the year.
No, I
They kind of
need
got
to look into that.
on broke last year because Iowa State was also really bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They both ended up being.
Is there a game out there?
Yeah, there is. It's
It started with the Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska goes.
It's TCU.
when they
North Carolina,
played every
right?
game within a touchdown, but only had 2 wins. It's no. Who plays in the? It's the.
This year is
Your
North Carolina.
What is it?
I thought it was North Carolina TCU.
Is it that?
I think that's what it is.
There was supposed to be NC State Virginia or something, and then they moved it to Virginia.
I thought that it was a different game, but maybe we'll have to go back to it.
Bill Belichick's
Justin
getting
Ritter
cursed.
touchdown.
We'd love to see that. Man, is he got an extra year?
Oklahoma State is ranked 6th on that clip, by the way.
How about you?
So
2021.
Adam brought this up in the chat a little bit. I think we can just do an initial knee-jerk reaction to the coaches poll. If there's anything that anybody thinks sticks out, I have the full coaches poll here. If anybody has any questions, did you guys take a look at it or anything?
Oh, used to.
That's like a glance.
Clemson is ranked again.
They just like we put them number 4, they're like, 25, 22, wherever they put them.
Who did you say was too high?
Oh, you.
Washington. Haven't even seen where they are. I know they probably.
OU is
They're
number
number
9.
19.
Washington is sitting at 19.
What?
Penn State
Okay,
17 to
real
start off
quick,
the year.
real
I think
quick.
it's kind of valid though.
This is not to call out anybody knowledge here. Other than Damon Williams, what do you know about Washington football?
I know more about them last year. Than
I don't know about last year.
They had Jonah Coleman.
I know they've been in a playoff.
Denzel Boston.
Jonah Coleman didn't run for 100 yards versus a Power 5 opponent last year. Damon Williams against Ohio State and Oregon was Dante Moore.
He knows the truth.
I also
He knows
like
the stats,
specific. The thing with them though, like I can see them being a sleeper, but like also with Damon Williams basically trying to leave and then Washington saying, no.
Yeah,
you're
no, he's
staying.
pumped to be there.
Oh,
he
he
wasn't
is.
like legally forced to stay.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
He's
Yeah.
pumped.
Also, I pulled up the poll here. I think Tennessee at 18 is kind of insane, but you know,
They've accomplished nothing.
Nothing.
to earn that rank. Nothing.
I mean,
Utah's still being ranked at 21. Even
that I think that's valid.
They got Dampier back, and like that guy's been the OC with Whittingham for a long time, so they're not going to change too much.
So one of these. When is the last time you guys have seen a season where Alabama's starting outside the top 10? Because they're starting at number 11.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I get that. So the next topic I wanted to talk about, we got a little bit of time. Oh, we got some time. Before I do a couple questions. So the next topic that I wanted to bring up is, how do you guys feel about the non-con scheduling debacle? Basically, like the Notre Dame and Indiana thing where they canceled. You guys didn't see Indiana for the next, it's like 7 years, do not play a Power 4 opponent in their non. And that's on purpose, and they said that. So do you guys think that that is okay with college football, or do you think that there should be maybe a statute of limitation or something, a rule where you must play a non-con Power 4?
I think it's wrong. For example, as soon as the SEC changed their limit from an 8-game conference schedule to 9 games, Alabama canceled our home series, and that really upset me.
They kept ours though.
Yeah, I was looking forward to going to that. Like, they straight up, they canceled ours. And they canceled theirs against West Virginia as well. They canceled both of their non-con games against that. I don't know who they replaced them with, or if they replaced them. But I'm assuming they're not going to replace them with another power conference team. I'm assuming they're going to keep it just another cupcake win.
Like East Carolina.
Yeah,
or
something like that. So that way they can just get their wins because they're having to play another conference together now. But no, I think teams should not be avoiding other power conference teams. I think it almost should be mandatory that every power conference team plays at least one other power conference conference. I think it's better for the sport. It's fair for everyone. Like, you're not having to worry or deal with some teams getting easier schedules for certain years. Kind of like with Indiana now. But I definitely think they should have some type of rule or something to help fix that problem. It is a problem.
Is when you compare the schedules of teams who are, there's no reward to playing with these tough non. And I'm a big believer in playing those tough non. It's great for the sport. I mean, I'm so happy week 2 though. Ohio State's playing Texas. I got that to look forward to. I'm looking forward to that a lot more than Ball State. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think, Sticks?
I love college football. It's one of the few sports, like the MLB, the Reds are 4.5 games out of the wild card spot. The organization is such a mess. I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, they pass the fire.
Other sports, when my team does bad, I just don't care. If Oregon does bad, I'm still like locked in. I want to know what happens to the other. I want to know who's making the playoffs. Like, I'm still watching the rivalry games. And to see, like Notre Dame and USC cancel. I think they rescheduled that.
Yeah, they did bring it back.
Right, but like, we're losing it for a couple of years, and like you said, Alabama's canceling their guys' home. Bedlam. Like, it's just not right. So I want to see college football be college football, and that's
what's the fix? You think?
Not because to what you said, there should be a mandate, but like the NCAA can't mandate it because no one gives a shit what the NCAA says. It have to be the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that have all the power. So if the college football playoff could mandate a requirement to participate in the playoff, you have to win or schedule play a certain X amount of non-conference P4 games, fixes it. And you can't just play Wake Forest. No offense, Demon Deacons. But you can't just throw the bottom barrel Big 12 ACC team and hope you get lucky that year that they're bad. Like,
so you might disagree with me on this, but the first 3 weeks are where a lot of these non-con games. And I had this idea, and like I said, you can disagree if you want. I think it would be ideal for college football if, say that you're in the Big Ten, right? Your 3 non-con games, you play someone who finished in the same spot as you and the other 3 Power 4 conferences. So, like, if you finished 5th in the Big Ten, one of your first 3 weeks, you're playing someone 5th in the Big 12, then 5th in the ACC.
So kind of like how the NFL does it.
Yeah, exactly like how the NFL does it. Now, they would definitely have to change because then everyone's strength of schedule will get a lot harder. And I thought maybe you would disagree with that, Sticks, because you like seeing the underdog, the group of teams play the power teams.
yeah, but I mean, the way that college football is now, like the group's dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
G16 gets in, they're not winning the game. But I mean, like.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They would just have to find a way for the schedule to balance out because, like, your schedule's getting a lot harder as well. Like teams with 4 or 5 losses would have to be considered, I think, at that point.
Right.
So I don't know.
Now
Maybe
we
it's
just
too much.
don't dilute the sport so much.
That's what I'm saying. Then you're diluting how many, like, college football's regular season is the best regular season in sports, right? Like we all
You can't devalue that. That's what makes college football.
The upsets just break. It doesn't really matter when the Bengals lose week 1 to Jacksonville.
It's all. It used to be you lose one game and
kiss the playoff goodbye.
there goes the season.
Seen too many Iowa. Oh,
Iowa State.
that's what I mean. Like, oh yeah, that's what I mean. Where we all and we
Stanford.
remember it, but if it was a 1-game loss and a 4-loss season where you still made it, you don't. It's not as impactful.
Zach Ertz caught a touchdown versus Oregon with his ass cheeks on the out of bounds line. They reviewed it and they're like, "No, that shit stands."
Yeah. So what do you think, Adam?
So I kind of look at it a different way because in terms of like program stat, like in the Cincinnati way, we're so far below like all of you guys up here pretty much. So like we canceled the rivalry with Miami. I mean, why? We play. They're 45 minutes away. It's a good. I wouldn't say that. We've beat them like 20 straight years. But, like, still, it's a local rivalry, and they've been playing for 130 years. There's no point to get rid of it. I think that's dumb. I do, we've tried to at least get one Power 4 team on there, but it's Boston College. They're absolutely
No, but for me, you might disagree with me. I think that if you're a P4 team like UC, you kind of want to branch out from having your rival be in the back, I think.
Right.
Right? Like, you kind of separate
So that's
a little
yeah,
bit.
but I would like to, like, play Louisville again.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that rivalry. Pitt, we renewed the home and home with Pitt 3 and 2 years ago, which I thought was cool. Both games were pretty good, except for the one in Nippert. Different discussion.
I want to add something to that. So teams like what you're saying, if you have a dedicated rival that you play that was a non-con game, it almost kind of hurts you in the long run because you're either going to have like you're playing them, or if you want to play other non-conference like Power 5 opponents, you'd be making your schedule more difficult if you had a mandatory. See what I'm saying? Like, for example,
Because you're not going to take your rival game
Exactly,
out. And it's like, so you have to take out your Portland State or
Exactly.
your FCS
and,
opponent.
and you're making your schedule more difficult on that.
So how does this affect a rivalry like Georgia that plays Georgia Tech as the last game of the year?
Yeah,
With the extra conference game now. Like, they're losing one of those weaker non-con games, right?
They're losing Mercer.
Chattanooga, bye-bye.
Yeah, I just wanted to add a couple more things real quick. So, like, for Cincinnati, it's also harder to schedule home and homes with, like, Ohio State or Oregon because our stadium is so small that they're not, like, we're going to go play a Paycor. And it's just like the fan, we don't want that. You know, like, it's cooler. Obviously, it'd be 90-10 Oregon, but, like, it's still cool stuff to have Oregon play at Nippert, you know? Like, none of these all the non-conference games we can play against bigger teams, they're not going to be played at our stadium.
So I want to ask you this because you guys did play a conference game, and is this the biggest team that I've seen ever go to Nippert? A couple of years ago, Oklahoma went there.
Easily.
Yeah, and how was that experience? Because because Nippert's the smallest of the Big 12, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, honestly, it was about 60-40 Oklahoma. So we're on my season tickets are in the opponent, like, sideline. I mean, they're all pretty cool. Like, you know,
So do you think that it's as much of not wanting to play those bigger schools there because of capacity, or do you think it's because more fans of them, like you said?
I think it's 100% capacity.
Really?
Like, say if it was even like Paycor, I think it's like 65,000. Say if Nippert was 65,000, they're getting these teams to come play.
Okay.
I just don't think. I think that's what's holding them back. I mean, the only unfortunate thing is it's literally dug in the middle of campus. There's not much you can do with it unless you completely tear down and go somewhere else. That kind of like kills the entire feel of it, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're trying, I guess. I mean, we played Michigan State in a couple years,
I like that.
which that's about same tier. But I like what you said, like how the NFL does it. Like, say if we finish 10th, we play the 10th team in the Big Ten.
Or even if it's, how about one a year, it does that. So like next year we play the ACC team that finished second. And then the year after that, wherever you finish, that's where you play next. It is just one of your three non-con.
It goes in the schedule.
You know what I mean? Some
It's like a
sort of
rotation.
Yeah,
Like
some
you guys
sort of
said.
rotation. Yeah, so you're not using all three. So I do have a quote here.
What do you say?
I was just gonna say one last thing.
Yeah.
I agree with the FCS games. I hate them so. Like, we went last year. UC played Northwestern State. The least boring game. Least competitive. It was 56-0 at halftime. Like, who does that help? Honestly, like it. They literally.
They got paid to come there.
Yeah, he can quote this too. They literally had like Walmart tents set up. You know how like the big tents are like literally like you went to Walmart.
There might be more people in this building right now than on their side.
On their side. Like, it doesn't like it helps them to get money, but like you see, it doesn't help anything.
Right.
Yeah. So, what I was going to say is, I have a quote here. Who said it? I didn't put the head coach. Wow, that's embarrassing. But I actually agreed with that, and I think that you guys are either going to love it or hate it. The quote was, everybody seems to be knocking college football right now, but personally to me, I think college football is in the best state that it has ever been. And I agree with
Sounds like a
that.
Signetti quote.
Because I think that the expanded playoff is the best thing that's ever happened in college football. There's no more voting championships. There's no more.
I love expanded.
I love expanded playoffs. But
Every day
proving it on the
expanded.
field, I would rather that every single time. Prove you're the best team. Win 4 playoff games.
Yeah,
Do it.
don't just warm up with your shirts off.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like yeah, who could predict before? But NIL, I think, is a good idea. Maybe not executed perfectly.
Yeah, there's definitely
But
some
I
balance
think
here.
that the state of it, where the biggest problem, I think a lot of people have problems with the transfer portal.
Yes, that's my
They
biggest
are
problem.
fixing that though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on the. That's what the quote was more about. I think the state of college football right now is in the best that it has ever
Well,
been.
it's in a state. The only thing that I'll disagree with that is if some eligibility ruling doesn't go your way, you can just sue the NCAA and hope you get a good local judge and get that shit overturned. That's the only thing I hate because that's what all it's turned into is like, oh, we're just gonna sue.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get a temporary restraining order, and then the date that they set it is 2 weeks after the national championship. So
Right.
We're
They tried to
good.
do that with Swordsby.
I do
yeah.
want to add on to that though, and it's not even just in football right now. It's in basketball. The whole 5 for 5. I don't know if you guys know about that yet. But it's mainly in basketball right now. But all of that, every state is now suing. Like Ohio was the first one. UC benefited from basketball. So, you
So
know.
what is the 5 for 5?
So basically,
Sounds like
it
a
starts
Wendy's meal or
with,
something.
I think it's when you're 19 or 18 or 19, one of them two. That's when your clock starts for your eligibility. You play 5 years, you're done. You can't like, oh hey, I was hurt this year. Can I get a medical? Like, no.
I didn't know there was an age requirement. I thought
I
it was
think it's
just when
19.
you started, whenever you started playing, you get 5 years after that, no matter what.
It could be that way, but I think
28-year-old Australian
No.
punters.
I think that's why there's a limit
Then
because
we're 27-year-old Miami tight ends. Like,
Right.
well, like you see, like I'll just bring it up because the very first court case was in Ohio, and since UC got their best basketball player in late July from the court, oh hey, we'll just sue you for your 5th year. The judge, literally in this city, or not in Cincinnati, he's like, oh okay, cool, you're ineligible. You can go play now. So I mean, obviously that's cool, but like now Indiana, there was I think a lawsuit in Colorado. I think they got 2 of their best defensive players back from the ruling in August.
Yeah,
I feel like if-
one of the players that I don't know if this is an Indiana player, but it affected not just Indiana players. It was some 50-year-old. Like there was some dude who was in like training camp for the Browns.
Yes.
came back, yeah.
Yeah,
To
they're-
Indiana.
Like
yeah.
that.
Also, it was an Indiana player. Yeah,
He was one of like the Big Ten's like leading tacklers, and he didn't get drafted.
And see, like,
and
the-
he came back.
I think he was the dude who broke his foot celebrating the
Yeah,
the
okay.
national championship.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Or not Big Ten leading tackler. He's the leading tackler on Indiana, the national champion, and he was able to come back because he got drafted.
That's my biggest problem with it. It's like the
With
way they
basketball, like you can't be coming from the G League
Exactly.
after a year in the G League and then coming back like nah.
But that's my biggest problem is like the way they set it up initially, right? It was to exclude the class of 20, the most recent senior class. Obviously, there's going to be a problem because everybody's going to start suing like they are now. They should have just included that group in. And I think that's, and then, like you guys said, the NCAA, they have no authority. They literally,
They need that 1 year NIL money,
Right,
bro. Like I need that one more year.
Based off the college football chat, how you guys see it, it seems like there's a lot more that are looking down on how college football is right now, where the majority probably are looking down. So do you guys agree or disagree with the play?
I'm gonna disagree just because it's closer than it's ever been to like being dead.
Dead. Okay.
Not dead, but you know, like
It's not what it used to be.
it's close to going off the rails.
Yeah.
To where it's like,
It's unrecognized.
yeah, like it's
Okay.
it's getting away from like the sport that I love. Like you said, the regular season is losing value.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that.
It's almost becoming a new sport. Like it's becoming something you're having to
Right.
relearn it and just adjust to. I think the
On,
adjustment.
on the counter to that for me, I like that college football is becoming more objective than subjective.
Yeah. It's
Like-
evolving. is what it
Yeah,
is.
it might be becoming closer to the NFL, and that's not what a lot of college football fans like. But like I said, I love the playoff and stuff now. Like I think it's so much better. Like
I just
so much
hate that to
better.
get that like don't get to see like that Oklahoma State versus Boise State freaking hook and ladder, and then the 2-point conversion,
that's
Statue
what
of
I mean,
Liberty.
yeah.
Like we'll never. Colt Brennan, like, even though he lost, like slanging it against Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, and they had like silver Hawaii helmets. Like they were just that's so cool. That's like when I think college football, I think of those moments.
Yeah, those
I
bowl
still
games
wanna have
definitely took a
those.
hit.
How would y'all feel about them expanding the playoff even more or just getting rid of the home games? Like, they make it to where 2014.
I heard
Then
it-
you do value the regular season
So
even more.
I heard a theory of where you eliminate conference championship games and you replace it with make some of the bowl games playoff play-in games. So
I saw
it's
that
like
too. It's like 4
so it's
teams
like
that-
you lock in your 12 teams and then you eliminate conference championship week, expand the playoff to whatever number, but the teams that are like for like 4th and 5th in the Big Ten, like you play each other to go, or you play or maybe they match up with the SEC.
So it's kind of
4th
like
place team.
how like the
Kind of like how you guys were saying for the regular season.
well, I was
you
saying,
shift a version of that for play-in games.
so
to the
kind of
playoff.
like how March Madness when they do the
Play-in.
playing games to get in the
Right.
tournament, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you win the military bowl and like you get to go to the playoff. You get to go get smashed by Ohio State or whoever the 1 seed is that year. Like that's kind of
That could be exciting.
and like imagine a team like Minnesota
Yeah.
finishes 4th one year sneaky.
And they play.
They play Michigan third place on a down year and they get one over and they're like, oh shit, like we're in the playoffs. Like, row the fucking boat.
I think that's right, and it's like it almost gives you more of like a.
I think
More teams are competing at the end of the season. Like, right.
Right.
If Minnesota has 4 losses, they're out of the Big Ten championship. But in this case, they're still playing for something.
A lot of people don't want to see conference championship games. Because what if you have a tie in the Big Ten and it's just like, however the tiebreaker works out.
Yeah. I also think that when we talk about the conference championships, some people are on the side of I'd rather lose the conference championship because the bye hurts more than the playoff, right? Like, so it's kind of a double-edged sword there. Next, I just have a question. One kind of trivia question. And I don't want to give any hints and like just mull it over because I got you 3 to figure it out. How many active coaches, which means I don't mean Brian Kelly, who's not technically retired. I mean on an active team head coach, have a winning record against top 25 teams, and who are they?
I know the number. I can start rattling off teams or say
Yeah,
names
like-
too. I know Ryan Day's on there.
Dabo,
Kirby.
Dabo, Kalen DeBoer.
Billy DeBoer is on this list.
Dan
Signetti's on there too.
Dan Lanning is on this list. Who'd you say?
Signetti.
Signetti is on this list.
How many names are there?
There's more than.
Do we get Kirby?
Yep, Kirby's
Is it more or less than 15?
less.
So we already have like 6 or like 11.
Single digits in college. 9 is the answer.
And we have 6.
There's 6.
James Franklin.
No.
Wow.
Whittingham?
No.
Sataki?
Nope.
I don't think there's any. I'm just gonna throw this out there, but I don't think it's him. Joey McGuire.
Sark has a losing record against top 20.
Really? That's
What
crazy.
is it, Joey McGuire?
It's not Joey McGuire.
I just
I'm gonna
did.
throw out a random 2. Lincoln, just because I have to get his name out
Lincoln
there.
Riley has a winning record against top 20.
Is Kiffin?
I was gonna say, what about Lane Kiffin?
Lane Kiffin is not.
I was gonna say Jetfish.
Jed Fish is not on this list. One of them is obvious. I'm surprised you guys didn't say it.
John Sumner?
No, that's not.
Okay, hold on. Is this a just regular season? Or is it
Total.
counting?
Total.
Okay, this is just a random guess because he was the coach in the playoff. What is it? Pete Golden. Is he on there? Because I mean,
Golden is not on this list.
because
One of these is painfully obvious, and you guys just didn't say it.
Oh, Marcus Freeman.
Marcus
Oh,
Freeman
yeah,
is
duh.
here next to him. There's one name left on this list. And I don't know if you guys would are going to get it. He's only, the hint I'll give you, he's been a head coach. It's not like he's a first or second year head coach.
He's a vet.
And I wouldn't say a super long veteran. He only has a winning record by 1 year.
I feel like
PJ Fleck.
It is not PJ.
Is it
Micah.
Not Micah.
Rick Shiana.
Rutgers.
Only could be G5.
It is power forward.
can't think of the dude.
You guys know who this is. It's not like I'm pulling some.
The Iowa coach. I forget his name.
No, Kirk Ferentz is not.
It's not James.
It's not James. No,
I almost just.
big game James.
I almost say
Is it
something
the
stupid.
SMU
just
coach?
because It is not.
It's not. I can't think of his name right
It's
now.
not Brown. Is
not
it?
Brown.
Is it Christopher?
It is not Cristobal.
It's not Norvell. I almost just want to say Satterfield, which
Is it the
is
TC
not
head
Satterfield.
coach?
It is not. Sonny Dykes. It is not.
Is it the Georgia Tech head coach?
It is not.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of all these guys.
You guys
Who are you
are.
missing here? I do not want to know. Somebody be mad at me saying.
I'm not gonna say it. If you guys. It's not like I'm pulling some rant. Like I'm not pulling your leg.
wondering-
Up. Like it's like a head coach you guys
I
know.
thought it was Kirk for sure. Kirk.
Is it
It's not Kirk. No.
Kenny Dillingham at Arizona
It's not
State?
Dillingham. No.
Then maybe
It's not
that.
Whittingham either. I think you said that.
Yeah.
But I tried.
Yeah, I'm mad.
This name surprised me because when I think of his tenure, it's not what I would guess.
So it's a guy.
Venables?
It is Brent
Wow.
Venables. This is your last
Good
pick.
call. Good
Okay, you
call.
would think it because in the first 2 years they were like mid.
How many people would pick Sark or Kiffin or one of those guys and not pick Riley and Venables?
I'm one of those guys.
I would have, yeah.
That's what kind of surprised me about it.
Like Sark's start, not that great. But his past couple
Yeah.
of years, I mean,
That's kind of why I said Dillingham
Turning
because
up.
of 2024.
I think
Maybe.
Sark's negative by like
it
it's.
can't be that much.
And the thing is, Venables' start was pretty bad too.
It was awful.
But what saved Venables compared to it is Venables' first couple years were in the Big 12, where he didn't play as many ranked teams as he has in the SEC.
Yeah.
So
Granted,
say
they
what
had
you
a
say.
good- they had a good year last year.
That's the same.
They did have a good year last year.
Man, I remember we were talking about their schedule last year, like Oklahoma. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Venables is 9-8 as a head coach against the top 25. Yeah. But I thought that was a fun little question, kind of wrapping our mind about. There was another head coach question. I have to hammer it exactly down. That's kind of under the radar. It's like how many head coaches in the last, I want to say it's like in the last 7 years or so, have won at least like 60 games, besides the obvious ones that it was like under the radar. PJ Fleck. You wouldn't have expected it. Minnesota is low key.
they're pretty
a
consistent.
force. They
Drake Lindsey.
Drake Clinton.
You got any believers this year?
Darius Taylor too.
They have I can't think of his name. I want to say it's like Anthony Coleman or Anthony something. They have a nasty edge rusher. Comes back too.
Yeah.
Remember they sacked Dante Moore. Dante Luke.
So, one other thing about Minnesota that I wanted to mention, part of why I have.
Every highlight's been on there has been a negative highlight, by the way.
Yeah, I saw one good one for us, but
The Oklahoma team or Colorado team that would have beat LSU.
biggest impact transfer this year, I think Coy Parrish is going to be great with Oregon, coming from Minnesota. I think he was one of the leading tacklers in the Big Ten. He could have a pretty similar route as Dylan Gannon did with Purdue. I think he's plugging into a great system that he's replacing.
It's funny you say that. I listen to all the Oregon stuff. Apparently, he hates being compared to Dylan Gannon.
That's a first-round pick in the NFL, the Bears.
They're just, I guess they're different players.
Okay.
They play differently. And,
I was taking it as a compliment, but
he wants to blaze his own path.
okay.
But,
What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. They tried to make it play offense last year, return and stuff. I don't
They
think
don't
that
have the
was
talent there either.
What they needed, yeah. So we're gonna focus him on safety, and he'll be good to go.
Yeah, I like that. So with that, what do you guys think? You just off the top of our head here, biggest impact transfers this year.
Hoover,
Caleb Hawkins.
Yeah, Oklahoma State is a
North
the big
Texas
three.
Mean Green,
Yeah.
I think Penn State is a couple.
Rocco B.
Rocco B. One of them that I think is kind of under the radar. It's
Earl Little.
I'm a big fan of Earl Little. I was going to say Marsh heading to Indiana as well. He was a really good receiver at Michigan State.
We have to bring up Cam Coleman. He's
You have to, everybody else does.
apparently in the
Brown.
same stratosphere as Jeremiah Smith. That's what I hear.
Let's see. I was kind of surprised no one mentioned his name once on this. After social media loves this guy, Malachi Tony was not brought up once.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, in the Heisman race or anything like
Wait,
that.
where'd he go?
No, he's staying.
Just for the Heisman.
Like, yeah, he's.
I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't even know he left.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, speaking of, like, I probably would have picked Mark Hardy to maybe win the Heisman if he didn't happen what happened.
Yeah, that's
I
unfortunate.
mean, Impact, if the whole gambling thing wouldn't have happened, then next week. As much as I hate the guy,
I
but
don't.
like,
I think that he would have been on my most.
Missouri is like the new Clemson of the ACC. They just like throw a 24 next to him. Like, yeah, they'll probably be all right.
and Darian Mensa too for Impact.
25.
They didn't win.
Missouri.
They didn't win against the Power 4 team. last year.
23. Clemson.
Yeah, Missouri is the new Clemson.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of interesting in the middle of this. You got, I think it's LSU, USC, BYU, Michigan, Penn State, Tennessee. Just, how many Big Ten and SEC teams can we fill from 10
Right.
to 25? Like,
A couple of those are like some blue bloods down there too.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
USC, Michigan, Penn State. I mean, I don't know if Penn State's blue blood. Are they?
I gotta take. I think Rocco Beck is not gonna be that great at Penn State.
Really?
I think he might take it down. Like he may take a step down.
really? Okay.
I just that schedule.
Their schedule is so,
It's so easy. It's like they have such an easy schedule, but at the same time,
How come next my dog?
I'd say one guy from UC because obviously I pay attention to them more. I was going to say Ty Goodwill, the safety from South Alabama. He might be out for the year. We don't know yet. I think they'll know Saturday. So I'm gonna go with MJ Cannon. He came in from Bowling Green. And you guys know when you guys watched UC's defense last year, their corners was barbecue chicken towards anybody they played. So I mean, it literally could be anybody that they came in with. I like Zylan Perry, the running back from Louisiana. They got 3 really good transfer running backs. But Javon Payne, this Howe kid, Notre Dame, he didn't really play because I mean, obviously you're not going to play with two-headed monster they had. And Cole Tab from Stanford. Definitely not J.C. French from William.
I was going to mention, I think that a couple big ones for me is just from the Ohio State perspective, leaving. James Peoples going to Penn State, and then the 2 receivers that ended up with Notre Dame.
Yeah, was it Quincy Porter?
Quincy Porter and Mylan Graham. Both. I was pretty high on Mylan Graham last year.
For this is kind of one for the future for my team, Oregon. They got a defensive tackle from North Carolina, Dontre Robinson. Obviously, Oregon returns their entire starting defensive line, so there's not going to be as much reps for him this year. They're already talking about like next year he's just going to plug in and play and hopefully be a top end pick. Yeah, they're saying that he's going to be kind of like Bear Alexander, where he can. Bear Alexander was always thought of as like didn't have it together off the field.
Yeah.
Per se, Oregon's a good place to come and get off the field stuff for ask Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, that is true. What are your opinion on that? I was very surprised that you ended up there.
Yeah, I mean I think he came before we knew Dante was coming back, and then he was just like,
I guess I'll stay.
I'm guessing he's just going to redshirt and then play next year.
There's no red shirts anymore though, is there? Like,
I don't know.
He's
yeah, I
played
mean,
2 seasons.
He's projected to be the starter. Next year.
Yeah.
Like, that's the.
Also,
plan.
like red shirt, but not really.
Right,
And then
yeah.
He'll be the
next
backup
year.
in case Dante gets hurt.
I mean, arguably, that's like with him as the backup. Like Oregon probably has the best quarterback room in the nation. I feel like that's a pretty safe. Like if he goes down, like Dylan Raiola, like as much as you want to hate on him, like he's got a big arm.
Yeah.
And if you can see why he was a 5-star. Like
Yeah,
he made some crazy plays.
Way better weapons to throw to. Not
Right,
really.
yeah.
I mean, DeCorian Moore and Evan
I
Stewart.
mean, dude, the spring game he dropped a 70-yard bomb to Evan Stewart.
Yeah.
Like he got on.
So the last thing I wanted to pull up here before we head out and get going here, we do this kind of every year. I'm going to go over teams' win totals, and you guys tell me they're over and under. Not anything crazy, just
Like we're gonna guess the number, or we're gonna guess over or under. You're gonna tell us. The
I like that. Let's guess the number, and then you guys just quickly tell me,
Okay.
are they going to go over or under? So let's start out here with.
Which sports book? This might affect my answer.
I'm loading up
This
CBS.
one's got better
Sports.
odds, actually. It's plus 100.
Yeah, do the Caesar's Palace.
Let's see. Okay. Virginia Tech. Last year, and I'm going to give you the record of what they finished last year. 3-9.
No need 7. It's 7.
This is the FanDuel win total.
Oh, 8. Sorry.
I put him at 8. 8. Yeah, 8.
6?
6.5.
Oh, I give me the over.
I think it over. Yeah.
They finished 3-9 last
I
year.
might go place it. That's free money.
I mean, yeah, they might on it.
Their schedule, they finished the schedule with Miami and Virginia.
Did they keep
and,
Kyron Jones?
No, they have Grunkemeyer. from Penn State.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go with Oklahoma State. 2025 record 1-11.
7.
I'll take
A
9.
lot of these are gonna be halves. Yeah, so just
Take 9.
is there win total?
Yeah.
7.
I think it's like it might honestly be way too low. I'm
6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I knew it was
Over or under? Over. You just saying over. Okay.
Oh wait, we're guessing what we think it's gonna be.
Their line is gonna be.
Oh,
And-
okay. Not what we think they're gonna do.
Okay, so 2025 record was 8-4 for the Iowa State Cyclones.
theirs is like 4.5.
4.5 on the money. Over or under?
Under.
Under 4.5. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to bring up a team that I'm a little bit higher on than what we didn't talk about before. 2025 record of 3-9. UCLA Bruins. They're bringing a lot of people in.
I'd say 6.5.
Penn State last year.
6.5 is right.
I'm taking the over on that easily.
You think they go over 6.5? UCLA?
I think they get some.
Nico,
Okay, so I'm gonna read you guys their 3 hardest games are at Oregon, at Michigan, USC. They don't. I'll read you the rest of it.
I like
At
Kenny
Cal.
Chesney. I like their
yeah.
At Cal.
or Bobby Chesney.
Bobby.
San Diego State.
I thought you were saying it as a joke.
No, I'm just an idiot.
Like, they play San Diego State, Purdue, at Maryland, then at Oregon, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Nevada, at Minnesota, Illinois.
I already know I'm picking Maryland in that game. I
Yeah,
already
we
know
will.
I'm
We
picking Maryland
can
in that
pencil it in. Right. It doesn't matter if Maryland's 0 at that point. We're taking them.
CJ Bailey's got a big
2025 record 4-8. They went under last year. Florida Gators. They do this every single year.
7.5.
7.5
I
on
knew
the
it.
money.
Really?
I'm taking it. I'll take the over.
I mean,
I'll take the under.
Taking the under.
Jaden Ball.
I kind of
might-
like Summerall though.
Jaden Ball might go off.
This schedule is
Quarterback is they have crazy wide receiver core.
They have a 3-game stretch in their middle of the schedule at Texas, at Georgia, and at home against Oklahoma.
They beat Texas.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, Oklahoma. Last year they
There's-
finished 10-3.
Probably a 9.5.
8.5.
7.5.
I'll take the
Over. I got them in the playoff.
I'll take the over. I'll actually take the over. I think they'll win like right at 7 or 8.
integrity, respect.
Can you guys guess who has the highest number? There is a team by the it is Notre Dame. 11.
They're actually
Give me the over.
there's 2 teams.
They play
Actually,
Miami.
No, I got-
They're top.
It's the end of
Tech
the. I think they play
dropped.
at the end of the season.
Tech was
10.5.
at. They were at 11.5 for a while too.
God, that's
So let's just do a couple, like 2 or 3 more, and we'll be done here. What do you guys think, Alabama?
7.
Their lowest since 2007.
8.5.
I'll take
8.5.
8.5.
Over or under? Under.
I'll take over.
I think they'll be right at.
I think 9.
You got them in the playoffs still?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. How about Iowa?
7.5.
7.5. That's what they're at every year.
It's the most solid over I think I've ever taken this whole exercise. You know they're going to win 8
Yeah.
games.
They're gonna get to 8. They might not get more than that, but they'll get 8.
Yeah.
That's where they'll be at.
I can't wait for the fall camp clip of a 12-yard out route this
They're
year.
getting hyped like we never seen this before. What about Michigan? How do you guys feel about them?
8.5 probably.
I'm at
8.5 right now.
7.5.
Over or
I'm
under?
honestly not feeling.
Under.
I'd say under. I'm not feeling Bryce.
There were a couple weeks we were feeling Bryce Underwood early on. He showed some flashes last year at the beginning, and then they played.
I'm not liking what he's been. I don't know if you guys heard of Eric Weddle, what Eric Weddle said about him. Like when he was bad this year.
Yeah.
So coming out of this dude's playing quarterback.
What about Boston College?
4.5.
They're like 3.
3.5.
Under. Well, at least they're losing week 1. That's all.
Can Tommy Castellanos not come back?
Literally.
And their best receiving threat, Chud, we call him, he's out for the year. He was
about-
their stud freshman tight end last year, and he's out. I don't even know who else they have.
What about UCF?
5.5.
You're in my
5.5 on the money. Wow. All right. Let's.
I thought I'll be over, by the way. I think I'll go with that.
You got over.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more, and then we're gonna round out the pot.
What you hear? Wonder what team you're going to do.
Georgia.
Say 10.
I would say 10.5.
9.5.
Wow.
Over.
So them, Ohio State and Texas are all 3 at 9.
Don't really think it. What's
Tied.
Oregon?
I think it's
Ohio
10.5.
State, Ohio State and Texas are both at 9.5.
Ohio State, Texas, Georgia, all at 9.5.
I don't really have a good reason, but like until Ohio State proves to me that they will lose more than 2 games, I will take Ohio State.
That's your choice.
Like, that's just my opinion on it.
Oregon, Miami.
To his point, like 2024 when you guys won the Natty,
Still lost 2 games.
well, you just had a tough schedule.
That is true.
Tougher conference,
And you
tougher
lost
conference
to 6-6.
schedule. And
Maybe they're
that hardened you for the playoff run.
That is true. And then you got to think though, if you're somebody like Sark, you only didn't get in because you played Ohio State
apparent. Yeah. Definitely not 4-8 Florida.
last year. That's all I got. Do you guys have anything else that you wanted to add? I mean, I'm glad that we finally were able to do an IRL version of this. This was fun. I'd love to do it again. I don't know when we'll be able to, but I think pretty soon here we're going to start with the weeklies, I think, again, as the season gets started. I talked with Adam a little bit earlier. I think maybe next week's show we're going to break down each one of our teams and just go by and predict kind of our 4-4 schedules and everything. Predictions, you talk about them, and we go from there. So we did the win totals like normal. I'll get a couple more things added for next week, and then games are starting in a couple weeks. So we'll be good to go. Is there anything else we want to add? Do you have a hot take? Do you have something that we are going to look back on in 10 weeks and be like, man, that's a terrible choice. I just feel there's something burning a hole in my pocket. I shouldn't say it, but
I gotta say something. I got a funny feeling, but I seriously think Drew Messmaker might actually be a dog. He might actually pop off this year. His first game ever. He threw for 600 yards. He had a crazy game 2 years ago in the bowl game, and then last year he had a good season. If he was to do that again this year, but against Power 4 competition, he could actually be in the conversation for things. I got a really good feeling about him this year. So we'll see. That's my bias talking, maybe. It's also
Week 2, Brandon Finney picking off Drew Messmaker.
yeah. But,
I will say if J.C. French goes off against Boston College, I will be insufferable for the next 2 weeks. Hey, I did it the last 3 years. Every time they gunned somebody, they did good against a shitty opponent. Heisman.
what was the win total again for Boston College? 3.5.
Over.
Over. Starting with week 1.
Russian field, too. Oh my God.
No, I got nothing else to add. I would love to start predicting games and everything, but we're gonna save that for those weeks.
Let's do
So
it.
we have to pick them. We got to start to pick them up as well.
get to pick them. I won by 1 game last year.
Yeah.
Ended up being a tiebreaker over
We
Bryson.
will not be starting 0-7 again.
Adam started 0-7 week 1 and never made up the ground.
I got close though. Towards the
First
He
pick,
did start coming back.
first pick 'em. Who's last to the after shower?
No, but thank you to Velocity for having us. They treated us to some good pizza, some drinks and stuff, so and a place to stay. But with that, that's the first episode, really. I mean, we had an off-season show, but this is really the first show of the 2026 season. So I want to thank you guys for listening and watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Go Pokes.
Go Bucks.